Welcome back to another installment of the Land of Work and Joy podcast. I'm your host, Mr. K, my co-host J, and my co-host Blessed. Still in his Chwala fever.
Mm-hmm.
Not forgetting also the mystery voice 008. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
You
What's
alright?
up? All good.
Cool, man. Saint, you were missing in action. We
Oh,
heard
yes,
you,
yes,
you
yes.
you went to Livingstone.
No, yeah.
Marang Tamba Foz.
It was that way.
Yeah.
Naritamba pokale.
Yeah.
I would have loved to visit it, but then this time.
Go vacation, napeleka kwa mama.
Oh, no. I just went to kwa Mafao's way. Twaliya kupusha kwa Mafao's.
Guys,
But we're back.
Masangani ya mkupa umuntu.
But you know, like traveling at that
pictures
point,
online. Yeah.
traveling at that point was done because it was like a Friday, and then the next day
Yeah.
is like Valentine. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So like everyone was saying, bruh, don't even like just say
So
you've
it's
gone for this thing.
Valentine.
Ah,
like,
katika
tama sote.
Valentine's, guys.
Hey. Yeah, Valentine's. But that wasn't the case. It's just
Okay,
one or two to business to open an head pushing up.
All right, but what was your general? How's Livingstone like right now?
Livingstone, you know, this time because I've been there. The time that I was there, I was a little bit younger.
Mhm.
So the time I actually didn't sleep in that Nankane.
Or in
the
Livingstone
trip,
itself.
like as we were going on the
Oh,
trip.
okay.
You say Zimba, Chani, Kalomo, until you reach Livingstone.
Okay.
I was actually there. And the people there, and if you told me, I was thinking, like, so what language is there? Like, I didn't ask. So I just wanted to see the first people that we meet there as we are entering.
Yeah,
Like,
what
are
they're
they
gonna be speaking.
It's just normal, guys. It's Nyanja, it's Bemba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also
But
like
then there's also like, yeah, of course, like,
like
you
there's
hear
a hybrid of like
Mm.
Nyanja and Lozi they speak.
Yes.
there.
Yes,
There is
yes,
a
yes,
hybrid,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are the guys, but like yo,
Yeah, but you should probably
But I don't
No,
know, like people are able to tell like Lusaka, like
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
guys, you've
No.
never seen me, man. I was just walking at
Kuku mwana
at
best
Lusaka. How?
No.
Come on, don't
It's
Lusaka.
funny.
How did you know that?
It's funny he says that they do pick you out.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like Livingstone has got its own dialect of Nyanja.
Mm.
It's got a mix of a little bit of Lozi, Tonga in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the way in Lusaka, if you're using your Nyanja,
Mhm.
everybody's got their own version. We
Yeah.
actually can tell. Then Copper Belt as well. Come on, they've got their
Their
own thing.
own-
Like, their
it's
own
different.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
good to have you back, man.
Of
Good
course,
to have
of
you
course.
back, man. Tamai don't make devil's spoon.
I wanted, but like you know, what, if I was to go there, I don't
Yeah.
think I can do that.
Why not, man?
He's
I don't
scared
know.
of dying.
No. It's just not. I wouldn't want to do that. Like, bro.
He's scared of dying.
Or
I don't
walking,
want to say
or
like.
walking with the lions.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
What?
I think I'm
No,
more
no,
interested
no.
in that. I don't know about like with water and then going that. Guys, like, ida nan kana
The
ida
proper
devils.
black man,
Kula nan
what
kana
they're going there.
ida devils nan kana. Do
Devils
they? I
No, they
think there's
hold
something
you.
they hold, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm, they hold you
Or
down.
maybe Nintambo.
But I think before you go in there, you must have the knowledge of if you don't know how to swim, I don't think you can actually.
People
No,
go there, I
no,
think
no,
there should be a
like to
disclaimer or
that
something
level. No,
saying
I don't.
that.
If I don't no, even though you don't know how to swim. I think you could reach. But then I've just never been a fan of like when people do that.
The devil's
But anyway,
spoon.
it's nice. It's thrilling and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
No, it's thrilling in its
Yeah.
sense. Like the
Mm.
devil's pool, like Mr. K says,
Mm.
is like there's people there to guide you where it is
Yeah.
because they know
Yeah.
where the limit is. They
Mm.
can't just let you like, oh yeah, come to the devil's pool and just
The
do your
fury,
no. But on the part that you asked about the lion,
Mhm, walk with the lions.
I don't think I'd walk with lions.
No.
I'd
Why?
rather do the bungee jump than walk
Nah,
with the
I don't know. I
lions.
think
You know,
Yeah.
I saw a clip where somebody
Nah,
had gone
nah.
to do the walk with the lions.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what freaked the lions out. You know, I said that. That's the way the guy moved and like that guy saw his life
like
flash
any
before
day
his
it could
eyes.
be.
Like,
Frozen.
woo!
Yeah, no.
And in the caption, it was like, yeah, I pooped a little bit there.
Serious.
Bruh.
No, because lions are very
I pooped a
unpredictable.
little bit.
Okay.
Very
No,
unpredictable.
but I think with me,
Mm.
it's one of those things I'm looking forward to do. Walk with the lion.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
It looks like a nice and cool thing, but the reality of it, you know, my senses are just too.
But you see,
I'm a bit too African for that.
so you would want to go for the bar jumping?
No, bungee jumping neither.
What of
I can go to the devil's pool, yes,
Yeah.
but not bungee
Because me,
jumping.
even that bar jumping thing, I don't think I would want
No,
to.
I can't.
why?
I can't.
So every
You know, I'm afraid of heights already, so that's an out. Yeah.
I'm looking.
looking.
I'm looking forward to do that.
You know,
No,
one of my aunts was telling me at, you know, if you go to Livingstone, don't go and do that bungee jumping shit.
What?
Like we already know.
I think there's a secret, man. Like I think there's a secret if you want to jump. But
No,
I've been
just-
looking forward. Like I'm looking forward. I'm
Okay,
gonna do it.
already.
Yeah, Blessed is gonna do that. I can't
Go
poo,
there.
bro. I can't.
Oh,
Do they allow
I
you to do
can't.
that if you're high? Or if you've taken any alcohol?
No,
Do
I don't
they
think
don't
so.
allow people.
You know
The
why?
fuck am I to you should come
Nah,
down
I
nine.
was just thinking, like, do they allow people who?
I don't
Because you
think
know,
so.
like, imagine that kind of mind, that state. Yeah, you're in that state. Yeah, you're high, and then you start doing that. Like, bro, that would think that would take.
Look at the young man. I should speed
Because
now
again,
if he
put
can
long
do
to
that.
Baba
That's
I
I should
should
speed,
speed,
man.
And that's how
No. But you know why I was saying the walk with the lions is a bit tricky because I remember going to Chaminuka
Yes.
with them folk. We're not walking with the cheetahs,
Mhm.
but for some reason, them boys, those animals were like looking like, oh, fresh meat.
Lunch.
Yeah. No, because you know
No.
these. Okay, because the two guys, what they did was they went, oh wow, it's so nice, because you know the foreign like that.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's so nice. They rock up to the before I could even reach the fence. This cheetah is excited. It leaps onto this. It's like stretches. It leaps onto the tree line there, and then I'm like, oh, snap! No. For me, I've just got this thing where I feel like animals are very unpredictable.
No, animals are animals at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
'cause,
Those are wild animals.
those are wild
There's no
things.
such thing as a tamed wild animal. You see all those videos where you have somebody in there, no, it's fine, and then
Okay.
they end up getting attacked.
True.
So
Because
yeah.
I mean, let's just start with the most basic things like dogs. You've
Yeah.
seen like, oh yeah, this is dog.
Mhm.
It
Dog
can-
don't
it-
bite.
It can be from
Yeah,
from a nice
Nah,
zone.
what? It tastes so much. Just come.
Okay.
Bruh, have you seen that?
This
This guy is a
Taisuma.
dog
Who
with
in
a
it?
head this big.
And
I was like, no, this dog is okay. Just come in.
yes.
And it's always like the owner, it can't bite you, and then
Okay.
you won't see it bite anyone. when
I
you're
don't
around.
trust
But the
other
only
people's
thing that I've
dogs.
been scared of about is the thing holding a snake.
I mean, snakes are dead. I
That
don't
one?
mind snakes.
Cause like, bro, no.
But
Snakes.
Okay,
again,
yeah, with me and creepy stuff like.
but like for you again, like I remember you killing a snake.
Yeah, I kill.
Yes, killing the snake.
Okay.
Right,
I
it's
kill.
different, but holding a
But I
snake.
think it shouldn't be
Holding
that
it?
difficult. Like,
No.
I think
Killing it, yes.
I can hold. I don't mind holding it. The key
Get
thing is
body,
I just
bro.
need to know that there are certain snakes like Bafada, Black Mamba. No, those are not.
You're not trying.
No,
But,
snake.
but
period.
these like pythons and what's this with the assistance of professionals, those I can hold. Or if I know okay, this is a harmless garden snake,
Okay.
I can hold that.
No.
Not stitch.
No personal experience holding a snake.
Yeah.
It's not the same, man. You
No,
know,
it's
you know, there's
different.
that bravery we see on movies, like oh, this guy is holding a snake. He's like
Yeah.
a snake charmer or whatever. So this one encounter I had not too long ago. I went to lock the gate at the farm. Then I placed the key in there. I'm trying to open the thing. I'm speaking to baby boy on the back, and hey, what's going on? This snake just creeps. I froze. Went through my fingers.
hands.
Just went. I'm like,
What?
And the feeling was like, what's going on, man?
Are you serious?
I swear, I kid you not.
Shit.
It was like, wow.
Okay.
After this thing creeps and goes and places itself right into the wall, then I slowly moved back. I said, wow. This ain't right, no. This ain't right.
It's Siame.
Then I mustered up the courage, like, no, this fool gonna die, like. and yeah, that's why when you say grabbing a snake, bro,
Again, so just free reign, like there's snakes that are like
yes.
like
Because
I'm saying.
you know even that thing that they show, like pythons or whatever, when it feels threatened,
It will squeeze.
it will squeeze.
Yeah.
And the power it has, my guy.
Mm.
Okay.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always like videos, you watch sexy chick. Oh, yeah, how do wait till the thing decides, oh, yeah, I'm threatened. And you start seeing, see these Beyonce characters, like, what's going on, man?
No, that's tricky. That's
Yeah,
tricky.
but anyway, animals in general, very unpredictable, and I think it's just a certain type of bravery that you have for that stuff,
I think certain people have a
or
temperament
just
for that.
everything in general. Because we talked about bungee jumping,
Yeah.
we talked about walking with the lions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's your bravery, man. You pick your
Yeah, you-
chilamuntu
I remember I had gone to check out there was some drift show.
Yeah.
I think sometime last year.
Yeah.
And when you're watching the drifting on TV,
Mm-hmm.
you are not feeling the full force.
No.
You're just watching it and you think, oh, that looks cool. Now, when you actually get there, you feel the full force of the vehicles. Because these vehicles are in a relatively small space.
Mm.
But the acceleration they have, like to move from 0 to like top speed. And these guys are cruising at top speed and doing all those crazy stunts in there.
Yeah.
It's, it gets your adrenaline rushing. But it's just like, if this thing just like
snaps,
then we're out of here. And I was with some friends and like, man, problem with you, you're always scared. Man. What's wrong with you? And right there, we were sitting there. One of the dudes, like, I don't know how he miscalculated. He came and hammered the barrier just right where we were. They're like, boom. It's like, eesh.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, who's scared now?
At any time, it can
And
go
that's the
south.
thing with these items. I think, anyway, we're different. We have different.
True,
I think
true.
certain people have temperaments for these things,
Mm-hmm.
be it animals and what's this.
True.
Certain people know how they navigate those things, but I think go with your gut. If you feel like you can't do that,
Yeah.
Let that
just,
thing
just leave it be.
yeah, because most of the times, that stuff will take you on the other side, though.
True. True.
Yeah.
True.
But anyway, let's get into another interesting discussion away from the animals in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Siame once said. Yeah, so we'll be looking at the topic of
Mr.
something that's been trending online like in the past week. Mr. Siame once said. So let me just read from my excerpt here. So Zambian social media has been set buzzing with intense reactions following a viral TikTok challenge involving some secondary school girls. The challenge, titled Mr. Siame once said, features girls reciting statements allegedly made by their chemistry teacher, a Mr. Siame, during separate occasions. What the girls claim their teacher said includes a series of vulgar, sexual, and inappropriate remarks. Comments that the teacher should never direct towards students. The response to this incident has been mixed. Some people express outrage and concern for the students, calling for Mr. Siame to be dismissed, while others blame the girls for misusing social media and falsely accusing their teacher. There are also those who sympathize, suggesting that this might just be how some teachers communicate and that it does not necessarily indicate abuse. Overall, the incident has raised important questions about teacher conduct, student safety, and the overall environment within schools. Yeah, so that's our issue at hand.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see the videos?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with these girls reciting at their
Yeah.
teachers.
That's right.
You heard the stuff they said?
They say some.
Hey.
Yep.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. So this man allegedly, according to these girls, he said quite some atrocious stuff. Like we heard there are things that a teacher should never say to their students. So to get into it quickly, what are some of the sentiments you've come across? Like what are some of the reactions you've seen online from people?
Regarding that same
Yes.
video.
Well, it's like a 50-50 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some pissed off,
Yes.
obviously, maybe from a parent's angle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are girl children saying what they're
Mm.
saying. So I mean, you're the horror from the parent. Like you're at home and you see your kid and like, what?
Yeah.
So there is like, firstly protective, outrage, and
Mhm.
just furious. Like, no, this is not right.
Yeah.
But from the general public, like I can't gauge as per se. You find people just like, oh my god, they say that. Wow, you know, like this lukewarm kind of reaction, where it's kind of like, oh, it's a joke,
Yeah.
but not really a joke. Like it's a bad taste joke. It's
Mhm.
out of order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's out of order. It's out of line.
out of
even,
order.
man.
out of order. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, because the statements that were in there. Imagine you're. That's why I say. Imagine you're a parent.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You see your daughter first in the row.
Yeah.
She
saying
says that stuff. So your first question will be asking, "What did Mr. Siame say?
Yeah.
What
Who is this Mr. Siame?
exactly?" Was the first thing is, I mean, on a normal scale. I remember one time took my kid to school, and I arrived there, and the issue was he had walked out of the school premises.
Yes.
The lady who picked him up
Mhm.
just happened to be like out of luck, like, oh yeah, what? Hey baby, where are you coming from? Then takes him to the. She really held the headmaster accountable for that scenario.
Yes.
So now, in this sense, we're talking about words that are being used in the school.
Okay.
Already, that's a horror show, man. You'll be
Yeah.
like, whoa, my kid is listening to that. I mean, there are certain things. Come on, we're guys here. There are certain things that we say within the confines of our comfort,
Yeah.
and we keep it like that. We can't go out there saying, "Oh yeah, chiachi ghetto now we shiva." Wow, you just put it out there.
Yeah.
Just imagine how some people react in those scenarios. Like, what? Okay, if you're from Queens, like, whoa. That's what happened to Mr. Siame. And those things, Mr. Siame kind of reminds me of one of my teachers. I'm not going to mention the name.
You had a teacher who was on that type of time.
I had a teacher that was on that trip.
Oh.
And he would specifically pick on this one chick, and he would say the most outlandish things. Now the question is the balance between, is it a joke or do you actually mean that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the issue is with this stuff. And then it brings out these other questions now where you start asking now to say,
Something actually happened.
Yeah, and even if something did not happen, it's still inappropriate.
Yes.
That's the message you should stick out there. It's still inappropriate because, come on, man.
What are your thoughts, Blessed?
All right. Me myself being a teacher.
Oh yeah.
So
this man, aside from being a musician, don't just see him here entertaining you. He's a very educated man. He's a teacher by profession, degree holder, teacher of maths and biology.
Yeah. This boy.
So I think me being a teacher and of course went through training and everything like that in university. So quite the idea type PMA students, let's say you're teaching, all right? There are those students that do have a hard time sometimes remembering things. But let's say when you use certain words, they'll remember like that. It's like, wanapoka mapoka kaso. Basi amewagwira then benzopunsa pali so then baisalanda poka so eventually umuntu ayipokisha mwanishwele so. Just imagine. So these learners, the way they are sometimes, they get excited and they are happy when you're talking about
that stuff.
that stuff.
Like that, huh?
They're happy.
Yeah.
And if we look at our education reforms, like the way they've changed the curriculum and everything like that. So just from grade 8, all right? The first topic that you'll find is there's now sex education. You find they're talking about reproduction in grade 8. Okay. So now let's say the way I am a biology teacher. How do you expect me to communicate if we're talking about reproduction with the grade 8?
But the thing is, you see, you are talking about a specific situation that's within context. You are teaching reproduction, so you have to communicate the particular terms of that topic.
Yeah.
But if you hear what those girls were saying, those things, some of those things, a lot of those things were not
They are
in
personal,
the context of
direct.
being taught.
Mhm.
They are offhand comments.
So this is one thing I was trying to find out. Is Mr. Siame only a chemistry teacher or is also biology? Because there's a combination. If you're a chemistry teacher, you might have chemistry, physics, chemistry, math,
No.
chemistry, biology. So I was just like, okay, what other subject does he teach? And when he was saying that, like,
Can I answer?
Yeah.
No, the like what Mr. Gay is saying. It's the context. I don't think it matters what you teach. It's the context in which those words were used and the manner. It's like a behavior thing with this teacher.
Yeah.
So imagine, let's just put on. Imagine the way maybe I come off maybe with my friends. I usually maybe use swear words to just describe udia expletive words.
Yeah.
Arachitaso, just to express myself. It means all of you now will always be like, oh, that's how 007 reacts to this stuff. But that's our little thing. But if I go out now, I'm trying to express myself to the common,
The context
is the context change. I can't go into a meeting and then say, udia
You see that?
yeah.
it's right there. It's like, wow, like, hey, hold on, bruh, you're in the bank. Where does this come from? Like,
Respecting the rules.
Or okay,
Yeah.
so here's the
Yes.
thing. So you mean if he was in the context? Okay, so what I'm going to give this example. I'm teaching about reproduction. These are grade 12
yes.
pupils. Then it's reproduction.
Mhm.
Then I'd be like, okay, ngamle ichta.
Yeah.
Make sure shan maishwe there. So
Uh-huh.
then they go out saying, Mr. Blessed one said ngamle ichta mkazi nikumfikiza hapo.
Even when you're teaching reproduction, there's a context in which you are teaching it. The moment you start telling abana besikuru ati ngamule ichita kuichita win, you've left the context.
No.
No.
You've left the context.
You're not actually telling them right there and then to go and do whatever it
No,
is. All right.
no.
So if
Look, it's what you're saying still doesn't make sense, bro. It's unwarranted.
No, listen.
Ngolesambilisha subject. Like you're saying, if you're teaching about reproduction, reproduction, the topics are bedding, the things that you're going to teach and outline. Those are the things that you explain. Those are within context. You're going to teach them what the private parts are. Oh, this is a penis, this is a vagina. When a man and woman sleep together, they have intercourse.
result
This
is
is what happens, A, B, C, and D.
okay.
Now, if you start saying extra things like, so when you start hammering pajo, sambo vera muje, when chan, you've left
So
the
here's
context.
we've all been pupils. We want to
But
talk
all
about
time,
this.
like teachers,
Yeah.
We've
they
all
use
been
that, bruh.
pupils at the end of the day. You try to stick to a topic,
Yeah.
but out of
Like,
it's
nah,
like,
it's
so
boring,
hey,
man.
Masa,
No,
if it happens like that and that, of course you
but-
have to.
But at the end of the day, this is what I'm still maintaining my stance. You, at the end of the day, you are the teacher. Teacher chimochi ne like nuevo driver bus. The students are the passengers. A passenger kutaisa and apa iponze kuta imyokuboko imnen konshita masuku wala imna parinkala mwapa. Do you mean because you want to go and pluck mangoes in the bush where you want? You are the driver. You know the area and the terrain better. So it's for you to control where that thing goes. So even in the context of class, ngamulesa mbilisha baka school. If a student asks a question, you are the teacher. You know that topic inside out. You know when a student is being silly, it's just offhand comments and what's this. Sometimes some questions can be out of the topic, but they're just generally curious. So you have to know. Even Nangumatsfe, you know the things they used to tell us, like when we were younger, like at grade 1. Because they know your brain can't process that 1 minus 1 can actually give you a result. They'll just tell you it can't work. Then at the appropriate stage, when you get a bit older and you can understand what that is, then they start introducing these more complex concepts to you. Reproduction, then now.
Okay, see, let's not dwell on reproduction. We're talking about diseases, STIs,
Yes.
HIV, and everything. I'll use the Bemba saying, Malanda, sometimes ukoma ile nondo kushtenshi kufika po, right? You're talking about syphilis, gonorrhea. All right, you just want them to be aware of, okay, these are deadly diseases.
Yes.
All right. So in that context, now you are explaining, okay, if you're having unprotected sex with multiple partners and everything like that, you can contract either HIV, syphilis, or any other disease that are sexually transmitted. All right. So now, what you should understand this time around, like it's different with the way it was with our time. Like we'll have kids that have way experienced in
It does not change the fact that your job is you are still a teacher and you are the one in charge of that environment and you control what happens in that environment.
yeah.
You are the guide. It doesn't matter, even if the students might have their own experiences. You are the guide. There's a code of conduct you have to go by.
yeah.
That's why you go to school, you're a professional, there are all those things you are taught. So things must still be in context.
Yeah, I mean, what you, because you're describing teaching, I kind of get what you mean.
Yeah.
You're trying to make the topic exciting because you feel you want to relate to these kids. But here's a question for you. When you watch that video, with the way those kids were speaking, do you think they actually got any lesson
From that.
From that, other than picking to say, that man, question mark, Wamdala waja, Wamakamba, Vaso. You understand? So now imagine that scenario. The context has totally changed.
Yeah.
It's veered from educational to now speculation, where all of us are wondering, huh? Siame she, oh snap, like that,
Yeah.
that brother, like, and just imagine even his colleagues. Just think of it now. You're putting it now. We're expanding. Do you think his colleagues are watching him proper now?
No. Of course, of course, you have such
Looking at
teachers,
this one type of way.
all right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like that.
Now I'm a teacher.
Maybe it's just like that.
Say something, man. You've been too quiet.
Maybe it's just like that.
Mr. Siame, your homie, do you know what, man?
Maybe it's just like that.
This man is defending his homie, man.
No.
No.
Bro. That's uncalled for.
But teacher.
If it's like that, no, go ahead. Go
Sorry.
make your point.
But do you know why I would say that? Because sometimes you can my high school. You're talking about grade 12. Right?
Yeah.
Grade 12 pupils, come on, like that. Even like us before. I think there was a time that before we even learned that subject, we were so excited about it. Like I hope just one and it's that man, and then we've heard that man speaks like this.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we even wanted. It's called if ke first topic it. Yeah. So to everyone who had e topic kafke bwangu. Because he actually said that he's all not used to teach my subject also because he was very good with explaining something. And then like he said, there's that extra thing. I think people do get to remember. It's like this, the way they say if you want to know a language, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
No, it's not.
But there's some people who that same thing that who somebody in the first if you have to go and
No, it's
I mean, it's not everyone who.
No, statistically speaking, half of everyone who learns a different language, they start off with the insult.
Yeah, like how do you say this? But how do I offend someone?
Yes,
But
so
it's not for everyone. Then
Yeah.
So that's just how I see it. So like they were also excited, like if we this own like until he did that, and then it was like okay, then and then we're able to remember some things because he made jokes about certain things like that. Yeah. And then it's because maybe I was at boys' school, like all boys. So when that was being taught, it was like there's nothing.
It was going to be more exciting if it was.
I mean,
Yes. Now, this is why I'm saying to you that here it's a whole issue of context and place.
Yes.
Time and place. I don't know if that school is an all-girls school.
I think it is an
Is it
all-girls.
mixed
No.
or?
It is. Yeah.
It's
So that's a
I think it's mixed.
it's mixed.
I saw some
Mixed,
boys
eh?
in
Okay.
that video.
Okay, even if it's mixed or whatever, it's time and place.
Yeah.
The adult here, like what Mr. K was saying, the adult is the teacher. He's the one who is in control. He's the bus driver, like the analogy you placed. as a bus driver, if a passenger screams at the back, "Hey, imini in the fuck toilet." Yes, now you obviously you have to relate. This is the part where you're trying to say you're trying to relate to your
Yes.
student. But at the same time, he has to navigate. He said, "Oh, this area we're passing is known for lions. I can't stop here at the moment." So he will communicate and say, hold on. Mulinde koche bangon. Tizafika pa China. When we reach at a convenient stop, then he'll park and say, "Hey, my guy, get off." That's the guidance that's there.
Okay, so
Now, in the context of Mr. Siame being called out, let's just be real here. The only reason why this has even been highlighted is because of this social media platform that we have.
Yes.
Each one of us, we can bear witness. We've heard certain things from our teachers. And we went and shared with our friend, like what Mr. Man was saying. No, we were pushing for the sexual education to be the first front and center so we can learn. Until when you sat and listened to the way the lecture was, you didn't even get what you wanted.
Yeah.
You saw the concept, the vagina, the whatever, all the concepts of the reproductive system.
Yeah.
But out of it, that kind of excitement again, it's already muted. You have the understanding of the process.
Yes.
But then at the same time now, these other expletives that these chicks are using in there, they are a bit too personal.
Yeah.
It's things that he probably has called out. It's a habit that he has, he's come with. Nifidia Panganda, you have maybe a kid, you send them and you keep using, "Hey, bring that, hey, bring that." Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yes. So now that's a habit. So that now when that kid or whoever the child that you're managing starts to grow up, they start seeing it in a different, it's a normal thing. This is why when these kids, have you seen the video where they are apologizing?
Yeah.
They've now realized after the fact,
this is messed up.
We've actually cost the teacher his job. I don't know whether he got fired or not, but they've cost him because they've brought him to the light.
Yeah.
And then
He got fired.
I don't know. I'm not so sure about that.
Or maybe did he get in trouble? Was he?
He got in trouble for it.
Oh,
He got in trouble for it. Why I'm saying that is because the kids, the two specific ones in the front of that line, have issued the video where they are now saying, we didn't think that this was going to be that.
Is it a joke or what? It was a joke?
No, like for them, the kids are seeing it as a joke.
As if it's real or if it's
I
not.
don't know if they did it in a joking manner or what. But whatever the case be, whether it's a joke or not, it still raises concerns about Mr. Siame's behavior.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to say that. Because I'm not trying to have someone do that and go on and,
Yeah, no, I'll even highlight the quote, comedian, one of these famous comedians was explaining, when you go and study gynecology, for some reason, there are certain phrases that you're not going to use in front of your patient. The lady, she's supposed to feel comfortable. She's in the confines of a professional who's dealing with her issues. But if this guy now starts making faces, he's wincing. Imagine she's on they call them stirrups. What do you call those things where they put the ladies?
I'm not
anyway,
sure.
But anyway, in the medical circles, facing the lady on the thing.
Yes.
Now, just imagine, here's the scenario. This guy, every time you go for your checkup, as the lady, this guy winks. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy. It's changed the whole dynamic. So now you as a medical professional, Mr. Mr. Bless, Dr. Blessing, I wink at you like, yo, man. Are you going to be... are you going to just say, "Oh yeah, that's how Dr. K works," or "That's how Dr. Saint works"? No, you're going to be like, man. Then to the patient on the padding or bedding, they're also going to be thinking, Johnson Ganaya, when I go for my checkups,
That guy does some
he
weird
always
stuff.
winks at me like, should I just accept like, oh, that's how he is? No. So in this case, the profession here at question is the teacher.
Yeah.
This teacher should have known better.
And you see again, the other point is, these are kids. They don't know any better. That's why they're kids. A child might not know what's wrong and what's right.
Mhm.
That's why they have to live with their parents up to a certain age before they go out there into the world. Because somebody can be getting abused and not realize that they're getting abused.
I know.
You
I
get
know.
that?
Mhm.
They might look at it in the context of, oh, it's normal. Because maybe 5 or 6 or 7 of our friends, that's been going on. But that doesn't make it right. So those kids, they don't understand a lot of things.
So
like Uncle K explained from
my
context.
question is, we all know that English is a bastard language. So let's say it's a biology class, reproduction. I'll stick to that.
Yeah.
Then of course I'm telling my learners that okay, before you insert in your penis, you have to make sure that the vagina is wet, the lobe is like that. How are you? No. We're I'm going somewhere. So now, okay. So now these learners like, okay, Mr. Blessed once said in biology lessons that ukalibongene samboro ifunza nini.
No, but
It's
you
in
see,
context.
Yes.
Context.
and,
All right.
and here's the thing where I disagree with you.
Wanakamba
You understand it.
And you see, look, and here's where I disagree with you. You are conflating the two.
Yes.
You are mistaking teaching children about sex and actually participating in sex. Those are two different things. So mukamboza vana va school at pe ukaibongenes. You've left the subject already.
No.
No. When you
No.
say permanent ukaribe, so you're already in action.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
start
So you-
teaching about fucking
You
now.
when you're in action, so
Yes.
like
No.
you are supposed to be in action. Did it? Those kids like those.
Yeah, like it's a different
They would
thing.
have gotten
You
somebody in
already
trouble.
you're directing them. Say, oh,
Dude.
which they've so. The way you're explaining it puts them in that scenario and personal to them. That's not how you do that. Like we've all learned reproduction.
Mhm.
Yeah. When our teachers were teaching us these things, they'll tell you, oh, this is a penis, this is a vagina. When a man and woman sleep together, A, B, C, and D
Are you sure they were
happens.
just ending right then and there?
Look,
You know that extra
yeah,
teachers,
yeah.
huh?
No,
The
look.
teachers who are very extra.
Like
No,
just
no,
they would
basic
go
like
extra.
that.
No,
Yeah,
look.
they would go extra.
in my experience,
Some.
I bet with a grade 9 or grade 8 there's limit. Now with a grade 12,
The grade 12, there's
you go an extra mile because you're trying to explain
okay, look,
certain
I'll
things
put
in
you, I'll
detail.
put you in this context. In my context,
Mhm.
the way it was, it's one of those things where, like, yes, they'll teach you the subject, but I don't remember at any point where the teacher made such a very sexually suggestive thing. At most, what they'll say is, because you know how we are as students, we'll be like, yes, London Port footy. And then say, some of you, my boys, you have problems, you know. He might say a comment like that.
Yeah.
You know, or you say, oh, some of you guys, you think this is something to enjoy. People die or something like that.
Yeah, I know, but
And teachers are different. Yes, I get it.
I get your point. But you can't say you are teaching about reproduction, then like what I'm just from saying. No, she has to be wet. The vagina has to be like that. Those are things you explain as a teacher.
Listen.
All right. So, but if they was
Listen,
said in our local language, they'll sound like
No.
in
But
those
listen,
videos,
even
huh?
in the local language, I think we're differing
I
somewhere.
think-
There's
no.
somewhere
No.
Listen.
I'm not trying to defend Mr. Siame, like with the things that those learners were saying. So now, my point of view is, if whatever they were saying, let's say if they were said in a context where he was teaching,
No.
Bushenga if you're right, or he was going to be seen.
No.
Can I answer? Can I,
So now
can
listen,
I answer
no,
this way?
before you even, these kids were saying that so Mr. Siame once said, then I saw a video saying,
Yes.
you see now this is where
I had
this
to biology
so
classes.
I'm now
Yes.
getting what they're saying now. So, his point and Angoke's point is that 007 is that you see when now they say at white, so then now he was like on personal with them. now.
Yes.
So that's a direct thing into
Context,
He-
yeah,
he's
in
crossed.
the number, we're no
He's
longer
crossed.
teachers.
Yeah.
At white,
in and
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Namenya pona again.
Again. Okay,
Ni pesa some heading.
Tishienda curriculum yari chinda there's extra thing.
So irangamona
biology.
taisa oh sorry she never come back to chitika
Yes.
you never come and chitika chitika na veni
You've made a very good observation.
Yes.
You see? And some of these statements, even if you say, "Oh, that's how some kids will take that the wrong way. They'll conflate things.
Yeah, I understand.
So maybe the man wants to have something.
Yes. In another case, imagine if we look at it like from like law enforcement point of view, and we're talking about pedophiles.
Yeah,
that's a form of grooming because then the kids don't know any better, so he keeps like enticing. He's crossed the boundary from joke to actually insinuate on a personal.
Yes.
And you know, these are things that imagine he was marking his paper. He's marking his chemistry papers, and this young chick, whoever this comes through and he says these statements. These are statements not that he would tell them to the general. It's maybe personal to that individual.
Yeah.
That's
not
why
that everyone else is hearing.
Yes. So now in each of those kids, that's why the display there is them in a line, and then now describing what Mr.
Oh yeah,
Siame
it could be
once
that.
said.
That's a nice one.
He once said, boom. Because imagine, let's now just remove the veil of the video recording, the TikTok. There are a whole bunch of chicks there. There are 5 of them. They sit. Imagine so now that is now on a behavioral thing. Like they are all just like on a personal level now. He has crossed the boundary of professionality and teaching these kids. There are ways that you want to, you know, I don't know if I can use this expletive. Remember a former teacher was asking about the digestive system. Yes. This person eats, and then this kid, okay, where does digestion start from? Then this kid raises his hand, it's from the anus. And then the teacher is like, you were manje. This is now you trying to teach this kid, in the local. You were manje unuzanga dire. You know that already there. Yes, that's you teaching. It's not being personal. Now is that kid going to be explaining that? Oh, the teacher once said.
Mr. Double said one said. So now, if we're probably for right then we won't know like what Mr. Double Eight was trying to explain. Is that thing a chabe context in any papa mom? But I said, I have a teacher benzo 10,000 jan benzo uzawa school at Zunga Dere. You don't know what the teacher
at that moment.
Yes.
Can be that point.
No, but look,
I'm not
even then, that's a very different situation. You see, like it's very, very different.
Very different.
You see, you've got multiple students saying very different things, which are very sexual, very out of context, which seem very personal.
Very personal.
But looking at Mr.
At
Siame,
what point in a biology lesson would you slot those sentiments?
No, you can't.
But
So
So I think you went extra, and I think I've now just come like to this conclusion. I think it might be that situation that you've just said, the one you just said that. Don't maybe it's that moment where like it was always like maybe like personal moments.
Yeah,
like when you're going to because you're like, oh, I'm not
come and get your paper.
here.
Come and get your paper.
So that one is like, you know, like that kind of because maybe they joke like that. So you know, you put that now.
It's a chemistry teacher.
And then they all have secrets now, you know. But I think those youngsters might have just put some extra stuff to it.
No.
Yes.
So I think this is my opinion when I just saw the video. Like, probably Mr. Siame has had I think people with
encounter.
maybe 1 or 2 learners.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're going to be like, hey, Maiche, shan. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's out of code of ethics as a teacher. Yeah, he doesn't allow.
He skipped the professionalism
Yes.
into that interpersonal. So it's things that he jokes with his kids, but he doesn't get the gravity of how that
Thing-
looks.
how- yeah.
Because imagine already, right now, you already made the speculation. Maybe he doesn't even do that stuff.
Yeah.
Then to another person, it's also intention. Like
Uh-huh.
he's got plans for these
Maybe he
young
plans,
he
yeah, like,
plans like
Why would you say those things to a
my
kid?
joy, like you know.
Ati Maiche oyo.
Okay, I'm telling you, like it's why would he say, because he's skipped the barrier
Yeah.
from professionalism.
And like you said, somebody might argue say that's grooming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
it
you're
is.
sexual,
It is.
you're being sexually suggestive
Yeah.
to these young people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you know, even your relationship changes after you say that kind of stuff to, because now the kid's looking at you different. Like, hey,
What's
this
the
dude, like, what did he mean by that?
by
You know?
that? Yes.
What I want to find out also, when you go for your teacher training, is there a component of that training that addresses these particular scenarios? Like, how do you engage with students? Let's say if you're a male teacher, you are teaching female students. How do you engage with them? What things should you be saying, and how do you maintain the context of professionalism?
So when we were doing teaching methodology,
Mhm.
it's a course on its own. So there's the way we were taught. Okay, let's say. So I'll give an example. That's here in Zambia. There are certain provinces or certain deep dwellings in the village, like where if you are talking about a sausage, they'll look at you like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a taboo.
Yes.
There's certain things that you can't say. So you have to have the knowledge and the idea, okay, well, if I'm teaching this, how am I going to say it? So that those learners that live in those areas shouldn't actually say like, they stand up to school like, but what was I saying? Like it's a taboo in the in the language. So we are taught on how to teach.
Okay.
Yeah, and how to explain better, just to avoid certain things.
Okay. What I mean more so, not necessarily teach, but just how you're interacting with the students. And sometimes,
in teaching,
it might not be like the teachers per se who suggest something. Like you said, like let's say maybe you're teaching grade 12 class. Certain students might not know better. Some students are a bit corrupt. They will come on to a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, be it male or female. In certain schools, you hear of these stories where these boys are trying to come onto their teacher. In other schools, it's girls coming onto their male teachers.
Yeah.
How do you handle that interaction? Is there a component of training in relation to that?
Of course. There is. So quite by that, there's a way you can dodge certain questions. There's a way you can like, okay, I think.
Okay, my chakunya mkida cheze basa. Yineni mfunani. What you gonna do?
If it happened like that. So if it happened like that,
Yeah.
of course, if you're a teacher, there's your HOD.
Okay.
You go and report to the HOD.
All right.
All right. So if it's a lady, if it's a young girl, report to your HOD. Like, okay, there's this chap.
Yeah.
She's trying to come at me like that. Then the HOD probably will take things. Probably go talk to the learner and everything like that.
Okay. You know, I'm asking that because I remember when I was in uni, there was a particular lecturer who I got to know. And every time, like I would go to his office, there'll be so many girls who would come through to his office. No, sir, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Can you help me with this? And like even the girls in my class used to crush on him. They'd be like, hey, that man, like he's so good looking. He's this, and that. He smells so good because he has this strong cologne and whatnot. And these girls would like fall dead over this man, you know. But I got to befriend him, and I asked him, like, every time I come to your office, it's all these girls coming through here. Like, what's going on here? And he was like, Moiche, I tell you, I'm in a lot of trouble here. These girls, they like coming here and what's this, but you see, me where I come from, like I've suffered a lot to get this job. So I'm not trying to mess it up by having a situation with any one of them. So what I pretty much do is I keep it strict for them. Just if that's why you always see my door is open. I never close my door. Keep my door open. Talk to them when I have to. There's a few students who suggested, no, maybe you can tutor me. I come to your place. There, no.
Bruh. If discipline was a person, man.
No, but the way he explained to me, he said,
Yeah.
no, my child didn't actually do
Yeah.
So he was just like, nah, I can't go back.
Just
where I
one
came
single day.
So
Did you accept?
of course, if I don't know if
from. Yeah.
this really happens here in Lusaka, but in these places, Brulo,
Yeah.
Kulabati, the parents that do send kids
Ah.
to go after students, to go after
Teachers.
teachers. Like for them, it's an
Like
opportunity.
it's going to
Just
help
make
you
sure,
climb
yes,
up, you know.
okay, I
you
see.
get that point.
Yeah.
So as a teacher, I think at
Kukosa
yeah,
Day?
because the parents that will send, they was like, no, so you've seen, there's Mr. Blessed, and he looks single like that. You're
Looks young.
yeah, a young guy deployed. You are alone there. They was like, Ash, that's the opportunity. That's what
your
we've
guy.
been looking for. So could have had, hey, they could have even people at home. They'll tell you like, where you are going, please just be careful. And we've heard. Yes.
Student.
Yes, because their parents start to be like, please, just make sure. Ukengire fena nguli mu room then tukakongoza.
I see.
Whoa.
Hey, tukakongoza like asara nishwa.
Yeah,
It's done.
Yeah.
You know, that should be like a whole topic, huh?
Yeah.
No,
We
okay.
talk about those things that happen, you know with people.
Asara, then I was like, what have I done? So I think again as a teacher, it's important to have limits. If you're a male teacher, just don't allow
Certain
young
types of behavior.
ladies who's a pew, they come at your house. You're trying to be in that situation. No, I want to be. You have an office. You're allowing these young learners come to your office. Probably, that you fall in that temptation. You find yourself in such. I think this is an advice I would give. Don't try to find yourself in a situation where it's just you and the girl child who is a learner.
You are segregated with a
Yes. It's always
You know,
important that
very-
this.
wakuta tirimbi pakumisanga kwali atirimbi kukushita chani
Compromise.
kufuka kushita so pakumimona timuri pamo
Yeah.
shakose.
But from some of the sentiments, like the way people reacted to this whole topic, you get a sense of like this happens quite a lot, and we've given examples here, like some of us actually experienced some of those things with certain teachers where they were saying certain things that were maybe out of context, not necessarily in the manner that the young ladies went through. But it seems some of these things happen a lot. But teacher fire abana mana kashi. Or whichever it may
Vice
be.
versa.
Yeah. Pretty much teachers going after students and putting them in those contexts that are out of the learning environment.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
I remember there's this guy, a colleague that I met when I went for my teaching practice, like for my attachments. So he used to teach biology. Yeah.
This
Smart.
biology, chemistry.
Yeah. Young,
I'll
smart.
be checking my daughter when she goes to school. Who's your biology teacher? Your chemistry teacher?
It's
It
natural
must be a
sciences.
lady.
Yeah, so this dude, young, those suits and everything. So there's this young chap. Yeah. I'll call her name, she'll be Diana. Diana, can't she? Ashta I wa teacher. I was like,
No.
what are Monica Wino zone? Just imagine she's not a monitress and everything. I was like, oh, can I carry your file? Okay, I'm asking for a book. So young girl who is the learner now. You know what she started telling other girls? Like, yeah, Mr. So, he's my guy. I was like, oh, Mr. So. So, I think in a class setup, you tell one, it will go to another one. The other one, eventually it will be the whole class.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, there's Mr. Shan. He's going out. This guy gets down surprised. I was like, what's happening here? The whole issue now goes to the HOD. This guy gets called by the HOD. He was like, hey, what's happening? I was like, I don't know anything. Called the young chap. I was like, no, Shan. I was like, this. So the guy was like, what's your problem?
Yeah.
So she just said that no, me, I just admire him.
Yeah.
And then I only told the friend.
Yeah.
Now-
The friend told the friend that.
Oh,
then
so
it goes the whole
it's
class.
passed on.
Now, having that scenario, I hope you do relate now what we were saying before. The young ones don't know any better.
Yeah.
So the boundary between you, the adult, knowing what's a joke and what's not a joke. So in this sense, this kid takes it on a serious. So she interacts now with the teacher. And then it spreads. It's not that harsh, it's spreading. She feels some type of way. It's now happening. It's real on a person. So those kids we saw in the video, some part of them, it's the same direction. They don't know any better than Mr. Siame. Is he being suggestive?
Yeah.
Is he joking with us? They now in a confused state.
This Mr. Siame issue has brought out a lot of things. From the way it looks and from how some people are reacting, it looks like this is something that has been happening throughout the years and, since way back when. And because something has been happening for a long time, I think people mistake it for being normal. Something can be normal, but it doesn't make it right.
No.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
So some people conflate that. And then there are also the people who have the sentiment to kind of say like, no, but yeah, and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Now, look, my reaction to that whole sentiment is this. In that whole interaction, there are two parties involved. There's the one who's the professional, and there's the one who's the student who's just being guided, who doesn't really know any better. They are under the guidance of the profession. So that professional also being the adult in the situation, he cannot point at anyone and say,
No, he
his actions, if he Chimochini, why am or maybe they say he's cheating on his wife, right? And some kids see him. And then they go around and say, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Then he gets caught and his marriage ends up in shambles because of that affair.
Yeah.
Are you seriously going to blame the kids?
No.
Say, yeah, you shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My whole rationale is you shouldn't have been doing that in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yes,
can't
yes,
then
I
come
mean,
out
that's
and
the
then
logical
blame
thing.
and say, oh,
Yeah,
everyone didn't get it.
No. When things like that happen, you don't
Yeah.
blame that person there.
Yeah,
You just face on now what's
you messed up. You already doing the wrong thing. So once you get caught, you now can't say, now my family is over because that person. No, you were doing something wrong.
I think Mr. Siame, whatever has happened next to him, whether he's lost his job or whatever it is, I think he's brought that on himself. You shouldn't even blame the learners or his students, because
You should have known better.
yeah.
So my question is, did you? So you said they had come online again and apologized.
Yeah, they
Do you
did.
think they would have done like they were supposed to do that? Like come and
No, there's comments underneath that are actually saying you don't have to apologize
No.
because you don't know
Yes.
any better.
Yes,
You are young.
Yeah.
You don't know any better.
No.
Because like I was saying to you earlier, it's all about accountability and responsibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to pick out two things. Like Mr. K put there's an adult involved, and then there's
Kids,
learners, the
yeah.
kids, the
Yeah.
children in there. Problem. I don't know why our culture has gone in this direction. We have this sentiment where if a 2-year-old starts moving, rocking in your house, nimkuru aziva. Mkuru. We have the first thing we put up front is he's an adult. He's big. The kid is 3, kid is 4, kid is 5. Doesn't matter. They are still below a certain age range.
Yes.
The level of understanding is way out
Still
there.
at that-
Even if you're dealing with a 16-year-old, again,
Yeah.
still the understanding is
Even
still
grade
messed up.
12,
Even now,
still.
if you've noticed, that's why in certain countries,
Mhm.
there is the whole fact of 18 and above,
Mhm.
or 21 and,
And
above.
above.
Yeah.
You understand those limitations there? They are just like guidelines of
Mhm.
where we should decide adult or kid.
Mhm.
But it's also not to cancel the level of maturity.
Yes.
Because there's also that point of what's that? A level of ignorance.
Mhm.
Kote umuntu kote awa 21, but in the head, maturity is zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
It's like with the analogy you gave. You said like, you can have a 21-year-old thief. He goes to steal. He's seen by another person. If the other person sees him and says, he can't come back and complain while doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And if his logic is to say, ananileterera pantu ananiguida nezekumba. No, there's something wrong with you,
You
man.
shouldn't have
Like,
been doing
no,
it.
you
Yeah.
should not have been
Yeah.
doing it. A wrong. Another thing we need to highlight:
Mhm.
a wrong is a wrong.
Yes.
So in this context, again, we should highlight who is the adult in that picture
Uh-huh.
and who are the children.
Yes.
Once we have that in our heads to separate that factor, then come on, man, we have a direction there. So whether people are taking it as a joke,
Yeah.
whether I saw some clip where there's an interviewer asking, okay, so ensana kamba vichan.
Mhm.
Then the other person describes what the kid said.
Yeah.
They laughed about it.
Mhm.
Now, in that between the conversation of those two adults, they are seeing the joke part.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they should also be reflecting to say, okay,
This is a
this
serious
was offside.
issue.
This
Yeah.
is serious. And I think that's where
Hence that's when now. Sorry to cut you. So
Yes.
hence that's when now they go and apologize, huh? So obviously they felt this was probably a person that they actually are even in good books with. So now after they do that video, now I'm gonna
You know what I think? Why they apologized? They apologized because of the comments that were saying, "Nambale terere nchito." Because those are the sentiments some people are. And then now you've cost him his job.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that rationale is wrong.
So that's a wrong thing to come out first. That one is wrong, of course.
If you have an interaction with, it's like now let's pick a more like personal, like extreme situation. Let's say ni munganda then umwana ayesala that balenchita abuse. Let's say maybe it's a man who's a stepfather, married to a woman with a daughter.
Of course.
Then the daughter goes to say, balenchita abuse. Right? So now that issue has come to the fore. Or maybe she goes to tell her neighbor, and other people say, no, that man abuses me. In some cases, you find like the mother will be upset,
Okay.
you know, that type of
So I
rationale.
get that. That's us.
Or even that guy, the same guy who's been caught. At what point does he have the obligation to now our family will suffer? No, you shouldn't have been doing that in the first place.
So my comment would be, whoever was commenting like, okay, now I'm later, I want to. I guess that's not a parent, because if you had a child that was saying, oh, Mr. Siame once said, you'd want to know further, like, okay, where did he say that from? Were you just the two of you? A concerned parent.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, just another thing, just say, okay, so this whole thing, we are assuming that he actually said it, but it's all alleged. If he did it, everything we've said, if he did it, is based off of the allegations, not to say that he actually did it. So just to clarify that point.
So all those allegations, a concerned parent, a parent who's caring, of course you take further steps. Probably go even to the school and sit with the head teacher like, hey,
what's this?
Why these allegations? I've seen there is my daughter there. Like, so whoever was commenting, no, namletela one twinch to. I think
It's a whole majority of them on the
Yeah.
comment list. It's
Yeah.
like a group of people.
Mhm.
This is why I'm saying that the problem here, there's this sentiment within our setup.
Ouch. You know,
Our setup, no one is willing to be accountable.
yeah.
Unless it's affecting me, then
Yeah.
I should be like, hey, hold on. My
Hold them
daughter,
accountable,
my
yeah.
daughter was the, imagine, like in this case, let's all put our place in the parents' case. They're like, they see their kid, what?
Yeah.
My teacher, man.
Uh-huh.
A concerned parent would freak
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
And like you correctly put blessing, is you go to the head teacher, like, what's this?
What's this?
What's
Yes.
going on? Or before you even go to there, you probably go to your daughter and ask, hey, baby,
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
Can you please, this
Did
chick
this person do anything?
yes, because obviously, depending on your social media influx, right home, wow, they engage abantu. This kid will be guilty instead of saying the truth
Yes.
and covering the issue. They'll retract.
Yeah.
No,
No,
tapadi
got
efe
it.
wachitile.
Yeah.
So now what happens? The guy is reinstated.
Yeah.
Because
You-
obviously
you
alleged.
protect somebody
Yes.
who's
Yeah.
doing something
He's
wrong.
reinstated. Now this allegedly
Mhm.
actions, he's now a predator in
Yes.
that scenario.
And typically the tendency is that people who like, let's say somebody is accused of that and then they get away with it, they tend to offend and
again.
commit again and again and
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yes.
That's why it's important to pay attention
To
when
call it
children
out.
start saying such things. I think, to be fair, in all of this, what needs to happen is a proper investigation. Not just the school, but involving law enforcement as well.
Yep.
So that there's a greater degree and detail they can take this thing to really establish what those statements the kids were saying, what's behind that. Is there any truth to that? Are there any occasions that this person has actually said those things? They might probably have to interview other learners and people at the school and whatnot. But an investigation needs to happen to establish what the truth is of that matter.
Yeah.
But the reality is that it's very concerning to see students making statements like that.
Yeah.
Because coming from a parental point of view or perspective,
Mm.
the first thing is you're worried for your child. Say, whoa,
Yeah.
what's happening at the
Yeah.
school where my kid is going?
That's the
Yeah.
way it is.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add up like lastly, because we're wrapping up this issue. So like the way the system is supposed to get like certain things, like because if you just go to one school, is this thing, do you know why people came out like that? Like why? It's because it's things that we think might happen. And now you see people now. So but the Murida state whereby they said what's in their reality. But then I don't think that's the only place that thing is happening.
No, it probably
understand that?
happens in
Some
in
places
other
Vinturas,
schools
but
as
then
well.
how do you make sure that this is just like at least you've got a
becomes,
control
yeah.
of it in schools,
Yeah, you were saying?
I think I was in grade 9.
Mhm.
Remember that, not to mention a name, that command with grey. Code. But don't get up man though. He's a man, like an old man. I was in grade 9 then. Yeah. Then this dude came complaining. Just imagine, Mr. So is saying he was telling me to come and sit on his lap. Look at that.
Okay.
Book
And
and
you see,
Did you see?
but
But then at that point, how was it for you? Like, how was it? As in, I want to know, like, how did you think of it first?
Yeah?
How did you think of it?
You approached.
As in, did you think that was okay or like?
So before that happened, there was some allegation like, oh, he hammered someone. Oh, he did
Also-
that. Yeah.
Yo.
That's good, man. That's
Yeah.
the case, man. Zawushira Mulani.
was he a teacher?
Yes.
Oh no.
That's something.
There's a watch card, guys.
Bonkare man. This my friend Dick was like, no. No. Come and say it on my lap. A man telling
No,
you that.
but you see, no, this connects to what I was saying earlier. I
Yeah.
said, this I'm sure some people would think that it's just a light issue where a bunch
Yeah.
of kids posted about some
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah.
But I think this issue is just in deep in our
Yeah.
society.
In our society. Yeah.
And in your case, because you're reflecting now,
Uh-huh.
you say,
Yeah.
"Oh, this
Now you're
happened.
like,
At
"Oh,
least
that's
remember
what
that."
happened.
Yes. So you remember that in that case, you were young and didn't even know any better.
Yeah.
But as an adult now, you reflect
That- no, that was messed up.
That was
I was
messed
like,
up, man.
Yeah.
If that nigga said that, I would slapped him, nigga. If that guy said that, yeah.
and
you
you
know-
see, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
the learners also need to be educated
Yeah.
in how to conduct
To
themselves with the
differentiate.
teachers, and also
Yeah.
to be able to spot what abuse is.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
you see, like you're saying, there are already rumors that somebody sat on his lap and got hammered.
And then he comes to say that. Why?
Damn, boy. Yeah, grooming.
That's like I've
Yeah.
already heard.
Because you know the guy is building trust.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
he's taking advantage
Yes.
of the young mind.
He's slowly
Yeah.
So he's
building
like,
trust
no,
with you.
come and sit on my laps.
Hey.
Come and do this.
Hey.
Come and do next year. Hey, but
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that's not as like, when you want to go to the toilet, tell me. First of all, kuponga permission. Nakutwala nomba.
what are you doing? You don't know what the
If I recall very well, so what happened before even he called this my friend to come and sit on his laps? I think because then we went in one school, we were studying, like, so we were camping there in school. So there's this time one night, I bet he went out. Took one of the guys there, made him drunk,
Hey.
came with him in, like, cause even him used to live in school. Came with him.
Like when
Did-
you say school, is this secondary school?
Yes, I was in grade 9. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, grade 9.
Yes, I was in
I
grade
thought
9.
It's this grade 2 or
No,
more.
I was in grade 9 then.
Mm.
He did whatever he did with the same dude. Then
God damn.
Mhm.
got the guy, left him in the toilet. So now, I think it was 05 now. Some for film G's. I'm back.
So it's late.
Yeah.
It's late.
No.
Yes. I'm
That's
back.
like buying a newspaper in 24
Saka.
hours.
So now we all got the thing. I was like, this one has been hammered. So from that, it was now a woke up thing. I was like, oh, that man, he's like that.
Yeah.
So now my friend Dixon
Uh,
takes a book for Maki.
uh,
But don't get up. Imagine that.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
So now mom guys were apata
He left, yeah. I was like, hey, it's a cockwater. Shanshan kakumana kunja huku.
What?
Shanshan. I'll
Kunja
do
was
with
the
it. Yeah.
There's no reverse.
Bro, like it's late. It's too late.
So,
Oh,
I guess
damn,
it's not one
man.
of those things that will only happen to a girl child, but even to a boy child.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
You know, just like Mr. Gay said, there's need to an awareness, huh?
Mhm.
an
For
awareness
students.
program,
Is it just students or is it also it goes up to tertiary?
Yeah.
Like it's abuse Monica Shani.
Yes.
Wamonanga.
Mm.
Shishanganisa department ingabako very active on this one. Or abuse is when ngabalanda so vashita so. That's going to be better.
No, because that's how it's in part. You have the education ministry, then you have
Yes.
the community and development,
Yeah.
then you have gender and something.
Yeah.
You all of those. need to
Yeah,
have
I mean
add
they can do
components.
that. Like
Yes.
it could be a simple awareness, like
Sensitization,
just
you
in
know.
school.
Yes.
They engage my musician, my panga,
Yeah,
to my
yeah.
movies.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Those
sad
type of
that
things.
certain teachers who know and they'll be very responsible, and it's like this. We all know in this society there are those people that are responsible and those people want to take advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just simply because you're in a
Apparently.
better position, you want to take advantage of the learner. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have teachers that are responsible and those that want to take advantage of it. And like, I'm in a better position. So just imagine, like with the way the curriculum has changed, practicals are done in-house, in school. You don't have to wait for examiners to come. You do practicals and everything like that. So now, in such a context, if, let's say, chemistry, physics, or a biology teacher, they like your child,
Mm.
all right, then she doesn't want to respond, they'll simply fail your child.
Mhm.
Because it's the it's done in-house, it's
Yeah.
done in school. So if, let's say, a
Yeah,
teacher wants,
that's something.
so
to
if a
consider.
teacher wants to take advantage of your child, it's like, okay, so you don't want to do whatever I want me to do, you fail your practicals. That means if you fail your practicals, then you're not good. So there's such kind of things.
Yeah, that's where again I'm saying the training needs to be also for the
In
learners.
part, yeah.
So when a learner is in that situation, they know this is abuse. They can go and report it.
Yeah.
So this teacher wants to fail me because of A, B, C, and D. Then that can be resolved. I think there's a lot that needs to be done in the teaching space and the learning environment to make it safer. Unfortunately, I think a lot of us people have been exposed to some of these things already. And for some people, they've rationalized it as, no, it's normal.
It's
It's
normal,
Yeah.
No, we need like definitely social services need to be
Yes.
placed in schools, like
Yeah.
pop right there, so that because if you task the responsibility to the teacher to teach the learners, there's a loophole there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The teacher is like, okay.
Yeah, it has to be an
It has to be
external-
an external. So social services has to be in there.
Yes.
Like, this is what happens when this happens. This is the direction when ABC is like this. This is abuse.
Yeah.
You should not accept this.
That's how.
So that when now they interact between the teacher
And
and
the
the
students.
learners, it's different.
Yeah, everyone is aware.
Everyone
of
is
what the
aware, like,
situation
okay,
is.
what
Like,
we need to look
you
out
can't
for.
play this and that.
Yes,
Yes.
because again, there's also the ignorant child.
Yeah.
The example that you gave,
Yeah.
she's targeting the teacher.
Yeah.
Then there's also the irresponsible teacher who's
Who's
dumb enough,
targeting
like,
them.
I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on. That's
And then there's also the issue of accountability in our
Mm.
society. You know, it's like I've forgotten who it was. One of these politicians, I think, who's been arrested,
yes.
and they were pleading in court to the judge, say, no,
I'm a
please
first.
be lenient.
Yes.
I'm the breadwinner in my family and whatnot. So
Yes.
if you lock me up, my family is going to suffer and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what about all the other people who've been locked up?
Yeah.
You know, there's people who are breadwinners for their family, but it doesn't excuse what they did.
Low is low.
If you do A, B, C, and D, you must go to D, C, and the Chan. You finish the whole syllabus. You can't then now, because now you want to go on being a family person. What of the other people you've victimized? You know, all the other things that you've ruined. You know,
And
so
then people just don't see like people don't see like thing of abuse. Abuse kind of for you are just thinking of it like no the person will deal with it.
Yes.
Or it's just a kind of when that person is life so no you are not seeing the end of it.
Yeah.
So eno mangale apopene limkutaona kapopene. Millions.
Yeah,
What
they
else
have, they have to deal with that trauma on and on.
Then I have videos all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes,
Anyway, I think we've come to the end of our session, ladies and gentlemen. Protect your children. Listen to your children. When your children are speaking, they tell you, or you hear them speak about certain things that might be out of context or concerning.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Investigate a bit more. Teachers, be responsible. You have to protect your learners in your environment to create a safer space for everybody else so that we can all move forward in this country of ours, in this land of work and joy. Be responsible, be accountable. Not that you're a family man. That one we won't count. You must still go. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.